le ka lebella go le gontsi mo go la South Korea mo mererong ya tsa go dirisana mo go tsa kgwebo go dirisana mo go tsa peeletso le gone segolo bogolo mo yone ICT uptake and technological developments mme mo tsatsing la ga maabane gape Tona Dr Mokgweetsi Masisi o na kopana gape jalo le balekane ka ene mo kgaolong ya Africa o na kopana segolo bogolo le the Prime Minister wa Lesotho mme go teng gone mo bokopanong jwa bone jwa botsalano jwa mahatsha a Lesotho le Botswana teng gone go the Prime Minister wa Lesotho na kopa jalo ke monokeng ya lehatshe la Botswana le mahatsha a Africa gore a menokeng the candidate e leng gore ba iletsa gone gore o ka hiwa maemo a one a gonna the Secretary General wa Commonwealth kgotsa mahatshe jalo a selekane mme Tona Dr Mokgweetsi Masisi o na supa jalo gone gore lehatshe la Botswana le ta dirahela jalo le ta manokeng la Lesotho mo gone go netehatseng gone gore the candidate gore ba mo beile pele jalo gore o ka emela maemo na bo Secretary General o ka tega jalo lehatshe la Botswana le mahatsha mangwe le tae manokeng jalo mme gona ga nna le bokopano ka go harologana gongwe ke boela mo tsatsing la gompieno ha itse le phakela gona ga nna le metseletsele ya ditiragalo hela jalo tse leng gore di tsenwe ke Tona Dr Mokgweetsi Masisi di akaretsa jalo the Korea Africa Business Summit ile phutego e leng gore ne e buisa segolo bogolo dikgang tsa peeletso dikgang tsa industrialization dikgang tsa gone go dira go gweba kgwebisana ga mahatshe a Africa ga mmogo le la Korea mme go na le ditsholetso tse dintsi gone hong Tona Dr Mokgweetsi Masisi o buile hela thata ka the business climate kgotsa the investment climate ya Botswana gore Botswana ena le dintha tse leng gore di ka ngoka peeletso mahatsha ka ta gone mo go ta go gweba mo lehatsheng la Botswana ga mmogo le go ka nna le tshiamelo ya go ka gweba le ko mahatsheng a mangwe a lebeletse the instruments in place the policy frameworks in place leng gore di ka netehatsa gore go nne le conducive climate for investment as well as doing business mo Botswana bua ka khanya industrialization re ka rialo ile gone gore ha mono wa go dira dithoto le ditirelo hela jalo bua gone gore ke se leng gore se botlhokwa mahatsha a Africa ka retsa la Botswana se ntse ra beletse mo industrialization go netehatsa gone gore go goga thabologo ya batho ga mmogo le yone ya itshulelo tsa mahatshe mme ke ka rialo tabogo gona ga nna le sabe ha re bua ka the BW delegation go sa the Botswana delegation e leng gore e patile jalo Tona Dr Mokgweetsi Masisi gona le yone la lekalana la BITC gona le bana le sabe ka go harologana ba re gore le bone ba tsene a putego yone go buisa dikgang tsa kgwebo tsa go dira kgwebo le Botswana le gone exploring different opportunities le go ithuta go le gontsi mo go la South Korea gore lone le dira go le kahe within the investment space Samoka
mona gongwe jaaka re garela hela mo metsotsong e mebedi re tlhalosetse gore re sologele mo letsatsing la kamoso
Samoka re ka rialo re retsatsi la kamoso tota ke lone le leng gore le wetsa sengwe le sengwe le ha gongwe tota re ka rialo re sengwe le sengwe se wetse thata sente se mmuso mo tsatsing la gompieno mme le thulaganyo kgotsa lenaneo la ga Tona lone le nne le ntse le tswelela hela le morago ga go tswalwa ga yone phutego ya Africa ya Korea Africa Summit mo tsatsing la kamoso Tona ta ba kopana jalo le bana la sabe ka go harologana jaaka a disa sentseng a se dira le mo tsatsing la gompieno o kopane le bagwebi ba ileng gore ba dira a lot in the ICT and technology space a kopana le bone go buisana ka gone gore tota Botswana e ka ithuta go le kahe segolo bogolo mo the private sector e dira go le gontsi mo maranyaneng le gore e ka lomagana yang le the private sector ya Botswana mme go gontsi mo ileng gore re ka go bua Samoka ke ta togela gone ha me ke dumela jalo gone gore go na le setshwantsho se leng gore ka se lebela mo nakong ya gompieno e le yone pisano e leng gore Tona o nna le yone a bula a bua gone go phuthegong ya the Korea Africa Business Summit.
It gives me great pleasure to speak before you today and to add Botswana's voice to the important discussion on industrialization and investment promotion. Industrialization is a key driver is a key economic drive. It's a key driver of economic development for any country, Botswana included. Through industrialization, developed and advanced developing countries have made remarkable progress in socio-economic development, leading to poverty eradication, gender inclusivity, and wealth accumulation. The industrial sector is pivotal for economic growth, and the prospects for productivity, value addition, and job creation are highest in the sector. Botswana's present and future path to industrialization is premised on the conviction that industrial development should lead to value addition in the form of mineral beneficiation and manufacturing, and most importantly, sustainable and inclusive growth. Distinguished delegates, as the world transitions to a greener future, the prospects for a prosperous Africa have never been better or brighter. The global trade for green products is projected to reach $2.1 trillion by 2030. Africa possesses most, if not all, the critical minerals and resources the world needs, and is therefore well positioned to lead the transition to a greener future driven by sectors such as energy, e-mobility, and other technological innovations aimed at adapting to climate change effects. I wish to state affirmatively that Africa can no longer be the sole savior of the world by merely exporting raw materials, an experiment that has failed to deliver the prosperity that our citizens desire. Botswana and Africa's vision of a greener and sustainable economic development requires adding value to our critical mineral resources, thereby generating employment and skills and revenue needed for development. The African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement exemplifies this vision of a prosperous Africa. According to the IMF, the AfCFTA is expected to boost intra-African trade by 52.3% by 2025, increase Africa's income by up to $450 million by 35 rather, and lift 30 million Africans out of extreme poverty. Botswana will leverage its industrialization agenda on the AfCFTA by building businesses with cross-border value chains. This will help my country to achieve its vision of attaining a high income status by 2036. Ladies and gentlemen, Botswana recognizes the crucial role of investment in driving and supporting the industrialization agenda for developing countries, especially as we grapple with developmental challenges such as inadequate infrastructure, a significant energy deficit, a weak health sector, a shortage of technical expertise, and most recently, climate change. It is my firm belief that for Botswana and Africa to stake their claim in the green transition global value chains, we must undertake deliberate policy and structural reforms to create an enabling environment for domestic and foreign direct investment. Key measures in this include the protection of private property, a sound macroeconomic framework, and a predictable regulatory environment and investment in industrialization strategies to encourage local processing, productivity, and skills development. The FCTA Protocol on Investment provides a framework for African countries to attract sustainable investment, and our partnership with South Korea will be critical in this endeavor. Distinguished delegates, my government has taken steps to position Botswana as a leading destination for investment through the implementation of various legislative and policy reforms in strategic sectors such as mining, particularly in diamonds and other mineral beneficiation, energy with more emphasis on solar and agriculture, especially agro-processing. But you might still be wondering what Botswana is and where it might be. Smack in the middle of southern Africa lies a whooping 582,000 square kilometers of nothing but seamless peace and tranquility. Botswana is super stable. We are the oldest multi-party democracy in Africa. And by the way, we intend to keep the record. We are predictable and we work. We are AAA credit rated. We have stable supply of electricity, water, communication sectors, and we headquarter the Southern African Development Community, the regional economic organization. We have very low tax rate regime, and particularly in our special economic zones. And Botswana has, over the years, maintained historically a sound macroeconomic policy and eliminated foreign exchange controls, thus ensuring investors can freely repatriate their profits and investments. In pursuit of reforming the business environment to promote the ease of doing business and catalyze investments, Botswana has designated 8 sites across the country as special economic zones. The targeted sectors to benefit from this dispensation of special economic zones include agriculture and agro-processing, mineral beneficiation, logistics, electronics, and pharmaceuticals, among others. Botswana has a strong record of dealing with multinationals and the private sector. And if you want to know more specifically about it, talk to our partner, De Beers. We have a partnership with De Beers lasting more than 50 years. It's been tested. It's going so strong that we recently together decided to take De Beers out of Anglo-American. And watch the space about what's going to happen between De Beers and Botswana as we grow value for each other. And recently, with a view to optimizing our valuable mineral resources, Botswana concluded a groundbreaking agreement with De Beers, which has seen most of the beneficiation activities being relocated to Botswana, from diamond aggregation to polishing and jewelry manufacturing. This will result in relevant technologies and skills being transferred domestically. Another recent milestone is the decision by De Beers, and by the way, we own 15% of De Beers for the time being. And when I said watch the space, watch how we grow our value and shareholding in De Beers after it demerges from Anglo. Another recent milestone is the decision by De Beers to move its auction head office to Gaborone, the capital of Botswana, thus moving a step further my government's vision of turning Gaborone into a diamond hub. This agreement, therefore, offers a blueprint of what Botswana aspires to achieve with its strategic natural resources. This mutually beneficial relationship will be extended to other minerals, especially those critical for the green transition. Distinguished delegates, let me also mention that the journey to a prosperous future is one, but not a one-man's journey. Fostering partnerships with the developed world, such as the Republic of Korea, South Korea, is one of the fundamentals in ensuring that Africa attracts investments, which brings with it the prerequisite skills and technologies required to fully integrate in the global value chains. Botswana will continue to nurture relations with South Korea, which has delivered major infrastructure projects of Botswana in areas such as energy, road transportation, and of course, as His Excellency President of South Korea mentioned, the Kazungula Bridge between ourselves and Zambia. I'd like to thank the organizers of this thematic session for creating a platform that allows us to exchange ideas, experiences, and cultivate partnerships. This will enable us to set a clear path towards a common, prosperous, and sustainable future. I look forward to robust and fruitful discussions, and I'm here with my whole team. Please meet them. Thank you for your attention.
nako ke a botlhano o e tshwamegela dikgang tsa Botswana television tse di gasang ka tlhamalalo go tswa toropo go ga borone ke o lebile Samoka a re bone ditlhogo. Dr Masisi a gatelela botlhokwa jwa go itirela dithoto le ditirelo mo kgolong ya itsholelo ya mafatshe a Aforika. Maphata